winning all the game nights.
You won? Did you win game night?
I won game nights. I won the game nights. And we played this game called Left, Right, Center that I'd never played before.
I think I heard of it.
You probably have. I think it's pretty popular in the black circle. It's basically gambling. It's basically what it is.
Probably know this game.
And so I it was my first time playing, and I won. So I won a big old pot full of ones. Looked like I was going to the strip club.
Yes.
Like make it rain.
Make it rain.
So yeah, I won that, and then fast forward. The game night was in between Christmas and New Year's Eve. So fast forward back to New Year's Eve. We had, like I said, the Who Knows Kim Best. I won that. Mm-hmm. We had, at the end of the night, they had best costume. So, and I won that.
Wow.
So, or best dress or whatever it was, which incorporated your dress, your mask, and everything. I wore a, what do you call it? A
Cape?
Calvin Klein.
Ooh.
Calvin Klein tuxedo. It was black and with the white vest. Very traditional white tuxedo shirt and a white bow tie, and then I had a black velvet cape with matching black velvet shoes and white tuxedo gloves.
What kind of
and
mask
then my
did you
mask,
have?
my mask was, for those of you who are familiar with The Watchmen with Regina King. She has that type of mask where it's the lower half of your face instead of, because most traditional masks, people go at it from the eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if it's only a small mask, it might be only the eyes, or, then you got the full face kind, whatever. Well, I did the half mask because I was worried about, I didn't want it to interfere with my glasses and me not be able to see. I didn't want to have to choose between my mask and my glasses.
Right.
So I got the kind of mask that Regina King wears in Watchmen, which basically looks a lot like a surgical mask. Hers is all black. And then, of course, the one that the doctors wear is blue, right? Mine was black and white to go with my outfit. So, and my outfit was black and white because my girls, my wife wore all white. She wore a white dress that she made when we went to New York.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a formal white dress with like a little bit of a tail and everything. And Danya, I picked out her outfit. She wore all black. She had on this black kind of it was a formal, kind of a frilly, it was a ball gown, and she had little kitty heels. What do they call those kitty heels?
Kitten heels.
Kitten heels.
You did put her in the kitten heels.
Yep.
Oh,
sure
I hate kitten heels.
What's wrong with kitten heels?
God. Because it's just like let's get her some flats.
No. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, no.
They have dressy flats.
No.
They have dressy flats that look like dress shoes. That's not a kitten heel.
No.
Kitten heels are.
You still not saying what your problem is with kitten heels.
I hate kitten heels. I just don't like how that little bump. I do not like that little bump. The little one. The little bump.
Well, it's a little bit more than a little one, but I mean, it's not a huge one. But I mean, she's 11.
Yeah,
so,
no, but that's what I'm saying. They have like nice dress flats. I personally cannot stand a kitten heel at all. Ugh.
Okay, well, moving on. She had kitten heels, and she had the gloves and the little choker, and
she sounds like it was adorable.
She had on. I'll show you some pictures afterwards. She had the little fur bolero jacket.
Yes.
Yeah. So she was. Yeah,
so
she
it
was
sounds
beautiful.
like Dino, you can kind of got some style over there.
A little bit,
right?
So that was the plan. Was the black one? My girls were on black, one on white, and then I was wearing black and white. So yeah,
I like that. That's creative.
So and that's creative. And their masks were more Mardi Gras style. Lacy, Mardi Gras style masks or whatever, very frilly, very girly. I wasn't trying to do nothing like that.
No,
so I came something left.
Yeah.
And I had the mask that made me look like a bandit, or my cousin said I looked like Phantom of the Opera with the cape and the mask. Even though the Phantom of the Opera mask, which I thought about wearing, is like the half thing,
mask,
whatever, right? But I didn't, again, with the glasses.
Right.
So that's why I just did my own thing.
I think what you did was very creative.
Well, thank you. I thought
it was very creative.
I thought so.
High five, Dad.
There was people, my wife didn't like my mask. She did not like it, talked about it. I got a lot of heat for the cape. The cape was like, it was polarizing.
Really?
Yes, most people loved it.
Yeah.
But there was some dudes that was like
jealous.
Really hating. I mean, really hating.
Jealous.
Really I mean, you would think I did something to him. Like,
you had the velvet cape and the velvet shoes. I'm good. I'm in.
They were
high five.
They were mad like I slept with their mama or something. Like, I'm like, dude, why are you so like why you? I just shined them on. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Even my brother, he tried to have jokes or whatever, but I just brushed him off. Whatever. Like, you can't fade me. You ain't even got on a tux, nigga. you ain't even formal like you supposed to be.
Right. He wasn't even in dress code.
Looking like you came from the office.
You cannot let somebody who's not even in the proper dress code put you down.
And I'm in the whole spirit of the thing.
Yes.
The masquerade, with the extras and the cape and.
That's why you went best dressed.
Exactly.
You got the gloves.
Whole nine. I started to get the cane and the top hat.
Oh wow!
But I didn't
I
didn't want to look like a magician.
Well,
true. And I knew I probably would never. The cane I might use again, but the top hat I definitely wasn't gonna probably use again.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I already got the cape that I probably not gonna. I might be able to use that for Halloween at some point. Again, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. This should be enough to put me over the top or whatever. And it was.
You won. Congratulations.
But yeah, I did. But I was just shocked at like how, like it wasn't a whole lot, but it was more than one or two.
Yeah.
Of people who, only dudes, no women. Only dudes. One woman said something about like, what's up with the cape? And I just did. And I just twirled with my cape like that. And then put my hands up like, when you this fly, you gotta have a cape, But yeah, it was.
You were in character?
Oh yeah, come on now.
Wait a minute. You didn't say that you were in character.
I don't know about in character. I was me. I was me. There's different versions of Dino. There's podcast Dino. There's work Dino, who's the boss. There's home Dino, who's the dad and the husband. Then there's Dino, who's like
masquerade Dino.
Then there's Fly Dino.
That's Fly Dino.
Hey,
the Phantom of the Dino.
That's Dino. Dino likes to dress. Dino.
Oh my God! So y'all cannot see how he imitated that. He whipped his cape on this lady. I'm done. Threw the gloves up at
But
her.
yeah, so yeah, I had to flip my cape on a couple of the haters.
I'm not mad.
Flip
the cape. I wish I had.
Flip the cape.
I'm about to give me a cape
for
my birthday.
That was my superpower, to dispel the haters.
Wait till my birthday. I'm about to have me the bomber's cape. You come help me pick it up?
Sure. I learned a lot about capes.
See?
Shopping for this cape.
You see?
I learned capes can be very expensive. Very expensive. And my problem was trying to find a cape that I didn't drop a fortune on.
Right.
For something that quite possibly might be a one-time event.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm wearing a formal tux, white tie. You know what I mean? I can't wear a cheap costume cape, so I had to find something in the middle.
Right.
You know what I mean? And hopefully make it, fix it, kind of give it some flavor, make it maybe look like I spent more than I did or whatever. And it took me a long, long time to find something that was affordable but didn't look, cheap.
Well, that velvet.
Like a costume.
That velvet took it over the top.
So that was one of the reasons why, I already had the velvet shoes, which are handmade. I got off like Etsy. No, I'm not wearing them now.
Oh, I look like Red K-Swiss.
So yeah, to do the podcast.
You didn't wear them, did you?
No, I did not wear these.
You don't know what velvet is. You really can't see.
No, but I had already had those because I have a velvet jacket,
right.
A double-breasted jacket that goes with those.
Oh, okay.
And because I also have a pair of red shoes that go with a velvet red blazer that I have as well.
Okay.
So anyway, I was like, okay, this velvet cape, it'll go great. I already got the shoes that'll work with it, that match with it.
Exactly.
And the price is right. It's not too expensive. It doesn't look cheap. It works. So
that's good.
There was that. But it was, and the same thing, I kind of ran into similar issues with like my daughter's jacket, because my daughter is such a cold person. She's such a cold person because she's small and little and thin, that's part of it. And then I think part of it is just, I don't know. I don't think she's low on iron or anything. At one, way years and years ago, she used to be, but I've been giving her supplements and stuff since then. So I don't think it's, iron deficiency or anything, but she's just always cold. And part of it, she admitted, it's not just being cold. So she just likes being bundled up, right? So she doesn't wear many little, like that, that little bolero thing. Yeah. She doesn't wear stuff like that because it doesn't give her any warmth. It's for looks only.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I knew that this is probably going to be, and not to mention she's growing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like her whole outfit quite possibly could be one and done. You know what I mean? So I had to make sure that I didn't go. Her shoes, she probably get the most mileage out of the shoes than anything else. And even that, there's not a lot of call for her getting dressed up wearing heels and stuff. But she, she does have some princess dresses and stuff like that that she wears for different things.
It's different events that she might go to. And now she has that option.
But again, I was like, okay, I can't drop a fortune on her just, one and done, So
she's growing.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful with that with kids or whatever. So, but yeah, it turned out really good. It was fun. And one of the best things about this holiday season for me was I got to see a lot of family. My big cousin Dee Dee, shout out to my big cousin Dee Dee. She came into town. Love her. She is actually now I believe the matriarch of our family. I think we have one uncle left that's actually the elder of the family.
Wow.
But after him, when he passes away,
it'll be
I
her.
think she's the next oldest, and she's like a little bit older than my brother. So like my brother and Dee Dee, I think are going to be the elders of the family.
Wow.
That's one of the things we were talking about on the game nights, how my nephew was saying how it's weird how we're like the adults now, and there's kids and all that. It's just a trip. But yeah, my niece Raquel, shout out to Raquel and Mark and Keelan and Kamaya. They're all from the ATL.
Oh, shout out.
But actually, they're not from there originally. They're from here originally, but they relocated there like 15 years ago. So they're from there now.
Okay.
Which is funny because that brings up Raquel has beef we call her Rocky. She's got beef with us because she comes here and she doesn't get the royal treatment. She wants the royal treatment. And she says when those of us come to visit her, she gets the royal treatment. And I'm like, well, Raquel is different. You can't compare.
Right.
And she's like, no, it's not different. Why is it different? I'm like, well, because there's a couple of reasons. One, the biggest reason, you're from here.
Right.
You grew up here.
Right. You know what's going on.
We've never been to ATL. We've never been to Atlanta. So the first time we'd expect that. The next time I come back, I wouldn't expect that at all.
Right.
I expect you to just let me do whatever.
Right.
And, but you from here, we can't give you a tour like you're a tourist.
Right.
She wants to be treated like a tourist. I'm like, your family, you're not a tourist. You from here. You lived here most of your life. You only been in the ATL 15 years.
Right.
You went all through high school and had your kid here. You met your husband here in high school. Like, your whole life is here. Like, you
got some friends you want to visit?
Like, so it's not the same thing. And she's like, I just want to go eat. I want activities and I want this and I want that. I'm like, girl, you sound like some spoiled brat.
You want to go to the beach? That's what I do. I'm like, y'all want to go to the beach?
So that was funny. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah. So I'm planning on going down there to visit them and getting this royal treatment that she wants, to see what she expects when she comes back. She said, because she's mad. She's seriously mad and said she's not coming back to like 2040.
Well,
she said she ain't coming back for another 20 years. She's like, everybody got to come visit her from now on. And it's not like she comes out all the time. I was
about to say, like, well,
the last time
that's great to go to Atlanta because you guys already know what LA's about. So.
Yeah, it's fine with me. I mean, we're going to miss her because last time we saw her like 10 years ago.
But that doesn't like solve her problem. Now you guys just get to go there and keep getting the royal treatment. It's like,
right?
She didn't play those cards right.
She didn't. She
did not. She did not.
All right. Well, for those out there who don't like listening to our personal lives, and because I know there's some people who don't like this part of the show and they fast forward and get to the topics.
Oh.
I feel bad for you this week because this was a lot of the show, not as much as usual. But for those of you who like this part of the show as your favorite, Well, then this week's was
welcome. Happy New Year.
There you go. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead